So today I had two very interesting conversations with guidance counselors in schools and secondary schools. And one of them was talking about her second years, and she said, I don't know. She said, it's like they've got ants in their pants. It's like all of them have ADHD. They're running around the corridors, behavior issues, very hard to settle down, very hard to manage, to behave. And then the other guidance counselor I was talking to, what she said to me is they just can't focus. And she said, I don't know. She said, I really struggling with the junior group. She said, they just want entertainment all the time. And she said, I feel as a teacher, I have to entertain them. Like I'm some sort of TikToker. I have to entertain, have to keep their attention. And she said, I need to be a dopamine hit for them. And she said, I blame COVID because this particular generation of students now in first, second, third year, at that particular time during COVID, they were probably given screens, given access to iPads and phones. And as a result, they can't deal or hack boredom. And when they're in school, they just start fidgeting, looking out the window. They're looking for the next kind of hit of dopamine, whatever that looks like. That could be messing. That shows up as misbehavior for ADHD students. And I specialize in coaching ADHD students. And she said, they're really struggling. And teachers are really struggling. And it's like, it's like this constant fix of entertainment. And I have been working with schools for 17 years. I'm doing this a long time. And she said what she liked about me is that I can kind of get them to initiate, to start, to activate, again, which is another big feature of ADHD as well. So I just thought it was very interesting from two teachers because, when I go in and I work with schools, and I've been doing this a long time, I know for the modern students, they tune out very quickly. So I have to make my programs very vibey. The lessons are short, sharp, snappy. They've got to be fun, focused, and frequent. The brain of the modern teenager functions very differently. They can't cope with boredom. You do have to entertain, or at least engage. Now, how do you engage? Well, if you're a teacher, your tonality of voice, at least if you're passionate about it. I had a wonderful teacher, Sean Delap. A couple of years ago, I went back and studied history, and he was so passionate about his subject. And his classes, even though they were 80 or 90 minutes, they just flew by because he was really into it. And, a simple person or a simple strategy, if you are a teacher or you are in the classroom, is to be, I know it sounds ridiculous or it sounds trite, but it is to be passionate about your subject. And some of you going, it's very hard to get passionate about, whatever it is, logarithms, although maths teachers would probably argue to the contrary. So, how you use your voice. A simple thing that I use, I go, isn't this great? Guys, wait till you see this. I love that expression. Wait till you see this. And I use a lot of, I suppose, language like that. So the language you use is very important. I talk about their smash it subject, and I use whiz grids and study sprints. And I know teens today, they are looking for hacks. They are looking for quick fixes. But, they have been brought up on looking at YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. So you have to always remember your audience, and you have to deliver things in a certain way. So one of the things I encourage modern teachers is to embrace modern techniques. So you got to make your lessons fun, fast, frequent, vibey, engaging, quizzes, tests, all that stuff, your voice tone, and being passionate about what you're teaching. And that is the name of the game, to engage and to educate the modern teenage, the TikTok generation.